Your brain has three systems. Which one controls you? Just ask this question to your own self. And you could question this to your own self and asking, Diksha, what is this three system are? Then yeah, I will gonna tell you about this. And this concept is, I think, I apply in my life, and I get really help from this modes to just knowing and understanding this system. And that's why I'm creating this video for you all. And just try this thing and that I'm telling you in the video, and just get insight from it. Just have a uh, just think about all of these systems. Okay, so first of all, we are going to understand which brain system controls you, and you can stop fighting yourself now. That if you are fighting with your own self about the things that you want to do in your life, or really wanting to do in your life but you can't, then you will gonna stop fighting yourself from now on. Okay, so what are these three systems? Okay, I get to know about this from neuropsychology research work by Jeffrey Gray. So I'm telling you that this three system I get to know about from his book Jeffrey Gray. And he also written many books on anxiety and what the source of anxiety, and like about all of this concept. And his books are so awesome, and I recommend you to just read it, have some concept from that. So these three systems are: first, BIS, that is behavioral inhibition system; second is BAS, that is behavioral activation system; and third is FFF, that is fight, flight, or freeze mode. So the third one, you already know about it, but if you really consume my videos. So for all of us, let's have a concept, first concept from where you can understand how you can use it and what all of this thing are. Okay, so first, for all of us, we have a primary goal in our life. Okay, so that I want to do this method, like I want to do this thing or achieve this thing. So the simple method we know to accomplish something or do something in our life is like to take action. Like we have that primary plan in our mind that if I want to do something, I have to make actions. But here is the thing: when you decide or make plan to do something, to achieve something in your life, here is a gap between that. If your goal, like you planned a goal, okay, so here is your goal and here is your action thing, that where you have to take action. So between them there is a gap that you have to very have where you have to be very consistent in that mood, like in that gap between them, from your goal to from your action. So in this gap we just cooked. This is the place where we just get lazy, being inconsistent on our things or things like that. So here all this three system comes. Ask yourself from which system you are responding, which is activated now. So I am going to tell you about what all of these three system are and how this work. So you can ask yourself, in which system are you in right now? So first, like which is your constant state. Like you can question about in which constant mode or state are you in. Okay, so first, if you really want to pass that exam, if you really want to be in that relationship, if you really want to create that thing, if you really want to create that thing that you really want, then ask in which state are you in, because that state will gonna tell you like why not you are achieving that thing, or why you don't have the thing that you really want in your life. So just asking this one question, in which state are you in, from all of this three system, can solve your problem. How? I will tell you. Like if you are in BIS, that is behavioral inhibition system. So if you are in BIS, if you consider, like you will continuously stressed, overthink, self-doubt, that I don't know if this thing is possible for me or not. It is like the state where you are very in the overthinking, in self-doubt mode, or very hesitate to do something, to create something in your life. It is that state that is called BIS. Okay, that we are telling that BIS. So, and second, if you are in BAS, means you are taking action, you are curious about thing, you are getting idea to do something or to work on that thing, so, and your nervous system is also very regulated, you are feeling calm, you are feeling good, you are feeling very action oriented. So that is the BAS state. Okay, and if you are in FFF, means every time you panic or want to escape from the thing that you really want to do. So if I tell you in a summary, BIS is a state where you are in a safety system, where you are in a survival mode, and or when you are in anxiety, or you want to be in a pause mode, or you are scanning things. So it is a state, BIS state. And second, BES means you are very growth oriented, you have a growth mindset, you have a regulated nervous system, you are very curious, you are action oriented, and all of this thing. That is the BES state is like. Third is FFF, when you are very panic, you get freeze, you want to escape from the thing that you really want to do. So if you are stuck, then it doesn't mean you are lazy, but your BIS system is dominant. Okay, if you want to do something but you are stuck in that thing, means you are in BIS mode. How? Like, I'm not saying that you have to be in BS mode or be very growth oriented every time, and every time very chill, very calm, very peaceful, very curious. I'm not telling you to do this, but I am telling you to like be aware about which system are you in right now, or which is activated, like which system is activated in your own life. Just ask this question to your own self. Okay, so all of this three system are important for us, but the mistake we make is we permanently be in one of this system or mode. That is the problem. That's why I'm creating this video, to tell you that you are not wrong, you are not making any mistake in your life, but like biologically, you can be in any one of the system. You can be in the BIS mode, BAS mode, or FFF mode. So it is very important to know in which system are you in. Okay, so the goal is flexibility. You have to be very flexible. You don't have to be permanently in BIS, BAS, or FFF. You don't have to be. You have to be very flexible about all of the system. BIS is good when you are planning, evaluating things, or where you have to take risk or learning something new. So BIS is important for that time, and BAS is good when you have decided something, when you are executing something, if you are creating something. Then BS mode is so good for that mode, and FFF is very good when you are really in a real danger, where you have to run, where you have to escape from that place of danger. So all of this three system is very important for our survival, but we have to be very flexible. We don't have to be permanently in one of the system. You don't have to be. Okay, and this is the mistake we make, that we permanently in our whole life we are in one of this system, in three of this system. You have to be very flexible to go from BIS, BS to FFF mode. You have to understand, like resonate this thing from your own situation. Just apply this thing in your own life. Like, in which system are you in? Currently you really want to create something, or you really want to relax right now, or third thing, you really want to are in the survival mode, but for good. Like, if you are not feeling well, your health is not good, then it is very important for you to just relax, to in your survival mode, in that state. So many people make mistake is to start doing action from BAS. I see many people, like, when they are starting something, when they are creating something in their life, they start from the BAS system, they start from the BAS mode. like very motivated, like I'm going to do this, I'm gonna do that thing, I will be gonna so good at this thing, like we tell ourselves like this. So we starting from the BS mode, that is not the thing. You have to come in BIS mode, be in your behavioral inhibition system, where you create safety in your own survival mode, like presently that you are in, where you just tell and discuss about the things that you really want to do with your own self, with your own body, that did you really feel safety, like are you really feel safe to doing all of this thing, and is your nervous system is really regulated or not. The starting must be from the BIS mode, where you ask your own body, where you ask your own mind that what is going on inside me, related to this thing, related to having this relationship, related to having that goal, doing all of this thing, created that thing, to be in that stage, to be in that mode. Like all of this situation is where you have to ask your own body and mind, did you really feel safe on doing this thing? Because this is the starting that you have to do, that is the right starting. You don't have to motivate your own self and be in the delusion, be anxious about everything, then you will gonna panic in everything that you want to do. So that's why it is important to understand this three system. And I'm ready to take responsibility, like all of this thing. So then your BAS will automatically can get active. So if you are your if you're starting like this from BIS mode, then your BS system will automatically will gonna activate. If you create the safety, you will gonna automatically you will gonna have the safety in your own body. If you just talk it to yourself or anything like that. So the thing is which system you repeatedly activate, and that is the big question that you have to ask, like what is your current state right now, in which system are you in right now. I think like I make this video because of this one thing, because like recently I am doing a work and I am just starting my work from the BS mode, like being very motivated to do this thing, and giving myself a formation about all of this thing. But the thing is I have to start from my body, from my mind, and I am making this mistake. So I have a thought, like many people do this thing, so why not create a video on it. And I think if you understand this thing, you will not gonna self-sabotage yourself, or you will not gonna say that this is my mistake or anything like that, because you will gonna know what is the root, what is like from where all of this coming. So please work on this thing, get the perspective about this thing like I tell you, and apply that thing in your life, and tell me what you think about all of this thing, and tell me in the comments in which subject, in which thing you want video on. I will gonna make it. And yeah, tell me what is your experience with all of my videos till now. So yeah.